I got a quick question for you. If there was something wrong with your broadband, would you notice? If your speeds suddenly dropped, how would you tell? And where would you start in trying to troubleshoot? Just to get that ball rolling, there's one simple task you can run today to give you better info on your broadband health. When was the last time you ran a speed test? And hopefully nothing is going wrong with your broadband, because you're not going to want to miss all the work here on reviews.org. So hit those subscribe options down below. That way, when your data is working, you can keep up with the live streams, the contests, the giveaways, and great articles for you to get the most out of your internet. It's so simple. Good data. Living in the 21st century increasingly means we need good data. Communication, entertainment, more and more work from home, and above all, we just want to make sure we're getting what we pay for. A speed test is a critical application that helps us understand our data connection better. Essentially, your computer tests your network by uploading and downloading information to a remote server, and those file transfers are timed to see how fast your connection is. You'll see some scores, some numbers measured in megabits per second. That's how we measure the speed of a data transfer. That's different than megabytes though. A byte is 8 bits. So if you want to know how many megabytes you can transfer per second, take your megabit score and divide by 8. I have a 400 megabit connection. That means I can download about 50 megabytes per second. An HD movie is often around 3 gigabytes of data, or 3,000 megabytes. If my download speed is 50 megabytes per second, I can download that movie in about 60 seconds, if I can sustain my peak download speed. But what to do if I notice my computer is not keeping up that peak speed? We need to see that speed test. In general, I would recommend running a baseline test at some time when you know your neighbors aren't likely to all be hitting the data pipes at the same time. Check out some off-peak usage just to see what your speed is under optimal conditions. Then if you notice things are moving slower than they should be, you have an idea of what your best performance should look like. This is one of the first steps in troubleshooting a problem with your network. Just literally, is number smaller? From there, you'll have the info to start investigating if it's an issue with your computer, with your router, with your modem, or is the issue with your broadband provider, or some combination of problems, or all of the above. Tech support is fun. To begin getting some of these numbers, you have to head to a speed testing website or use an app. There just so happens to be a speed test on reviews.org that can get you started testing your upload and download bandwidth. Who would have thunk it? What a crazy coincidence that we're making this video and we also have a speed test. Though I do personally believe in verifying your results and cross-checking your data. So in addition to reviews.org, you can also run speed tests from Ookla's speedtest.net. Netflix can test your download speed on fast.com. All of the major broadband providers have their own in-house speed tests. And of course, you can test with the FCC. The FCC test also contributes to the data that the FCC gathers to verify ISP claims and also measure broadband adoption. It doubles as you doing your civic duty. But of course, you're gonna wanna start with the reviews.org test. How are you testing your broadband connection these days? Have you had to help some family with their internet connection using a speed test? Drop us some comments down below. And of course, check out all the excellent work on reviews.org. Articles, comparisons, reviews, cell phone guides, contests, and broadband speed tests. We're not just a pretty YouTube channel, we got a bit more going on. Thanks so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing for reviews.org. I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, aka Some Gadget Guy, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.